No doubt you've seen our ohack.org Hackathon Mentors website. I just wanted to focus a little bit more on a couple things. The first one is the different types of mentors that we have. You could be a general mentor. You could be a mentor that helps with presentations. You can help out with GitHub and code. You can help out with Heroku, AWS, and Google Cloud, and then just generic software engineering. So there's a ton of different opportunities for mentors to get involved, and no matter your discipline, either engineering or not, you can definitely help out. Before you get started with mentoring this week, double check in your Slack profile that you have mentor set as your role. And also, it's probably a good idea to say that you're a mentor in the What I Do section. Now, you'll see at the timeline for mentoring down at the lower right side here, where in the beginning, it's really about having the teams choose to solve the right problems, remind them about the judging criteria, and try to help them scope the problem accordingly. So it will help, yes, to review the nonprofit problem statements, and it will also help when the hackathon starts if you join a respective team's channel and join in the discussion, try to help them narrow down the scope. Now, around 50% of the way through the hackathon, probably around Wednesday or Thursday, is where there's going to be a mixture of debugging and troubleshooting and still some scope and decisions to be made about the project. What we tend to see is a lot of the teams really do a better job when they focus on narrow scope, and then as they complete something, then they add more scope to that. At 75% complete on Friday or Saturday, that's where teams are going to have a pretty good functional project. We're really going to ask for you to help them make judgment calls on should they keep a feature, should they not keep a feature, and should they put more time into finishing or not. And towards the end, the hackers are going to be tired. They're going to have been working on this throughout the week on their own time. And so really help them with their demo and their pitches. Schedule some time or jump in the channel, start up a Slack call, ask them to give you the pitch, ask to review their video content. Make sure that video is crisp, clear on what they did and what problem they solved. And finally, make sure that their dev post submission has the content for what they're working on, and make sure their GitHub repos have fantastic documentation. The time commitment for mentors, we realize everyone has different schedules right now. And if you're trying to blur the line between work and life, we're hoping that doing it over a week gives you some time to take a break from your daily work to now help out people trying to build solutions for nonprofits. So we know that you signed up to be a mentor. You indicated the time that you would be available to provide that mentorship. And so anytime you can really provide is going to be helpful. Jump in the Mentor Hangout Slack channel just to check in, say that you're available. You're going to see that teams may be floating in and out of there, and when you check in, you might immediately jump into that Teams channel to help out. When you're leaving for the day, just give us a heads up that you're leaving, and that lets us know that we don't ask you or mention you in Slack for your help. Check out the main hackathon page. Also check out the nonprofit problem statements to get a better sense of what a specific team is solving. We'll have a list of the teams and the nonprofit problems that they are trying to solve late in the day on Monday after the first day starts. If this was a regular hackathon, you would be walking into various rooms, knocking on the door, saying hello, introducing yourself. In this case, you're going to jump into a Slack channel, introduce yourself, try to read through the chat history, get an idea of what the team is working on. If there is a Slack call going on at that time, feel free to jump into that Slack call. That's probably the best way to get the synchronous communication going, which is going to be very similar to how it would be if we were in person. If you'd rather type, that's also fine too, but you have that option to jump into a Slack call within that Slack channel. Read through some of the dev post submissions we'd have over the last few years. We've provided a couple examples that we link on the website. Take a look at those. Those are generally winning ideas, and that really will give you a good idea of the content that each team should be creating as well. Take a peek at the judging criteria, because that's really how we'll determine who is going to win these prizes. Finally, you're going to provide your guidance based on the type of mentor that you are. So if you're helping with presentations, then that will be what you'll be focusing on. The teams probably won't have presentations ready until the latter part of this week. For software engineering mentors, you definitely want to check out the GitHub code, maybe fork it, get it running locally on your laptop. That will help to drive a good amount of collaboration between you and the team. We've provided some really good repositories over the past few years specifically of the documentation and also the final product for those teams. You'll see that one of the judging criteria is to get the software productionalized. So any help you can provide the team in terms of getting it into a Heroku, which is preferred, or AWS or Google Cloud, that's going to be very important as well. Midway through the week on Wednesday, we're going to ask the teams to provide a demo video of where they're currently at. Now, this isn't required, but on that day, specifically reach out to the teams to review their demo videos and provide feedback accordingly. Make sure you leverage the power of Slack. Start a video call or start an audio call in a channel and try to get the team together. That's really going to build a lot more engaging and real-time collaboration. When you join the team Slack channel, introduce yourself, and if the team already has a call going on, go ahead and click the join button to join the call. That's it for now. Thanks a bunch for being a mentor, and we'll see you in the Mentor Hangout channel on Slack. Have a good one.